Number one is that Harry now is officially Meghan Markle's accessory. So yes, that is him behind her holding the umbrella.
This video showed me two things. One, a lot of you have never been loved correctly. You genuinely don't know what it looks like or feels like. In fact, you haven't even been loved faux correctly, because even a man who's going to play you knows how to act like the perfect gentleman. And because you've never felt it, never seen it, don't know what being loved correctly is, whenever you see glimpses of what it looks like and can't identify it, you assign some sort of maliciousness or negativity to it. He cares about his wife, so he takes care of her. It's very simple. Two, the second thing this video showed me is that y'all don't have a single legitimate reason to dislike this woman, and you know it. Not a single one. That's why you grasp at delusion like this. That's why you make problems out of thin air. Because you have nothing. Embarrassing.
What are your feelings about Megxit, Hugh?
Yeah, man.
It's always. I'm being totally serious. I'm so curious.
What are your feelings on Megxit?
Well, I mean, I talked about it for a half an hour on the radio today. I have so many feelings.
I'm sorry I missed that.
You know what? I'm going to send you a link to it. I am because I think it would be important for you to hear. Yes, absolutely. Do you? I do.
Well, look,
it's surprising, right?
I'm rather on Harry's side, I have to say. I think if the tabloid press effectively murdered his mother. Now they're tearing his wife to pieces. I think as a man, it's his job to protect his family. So I'm with him.
How is your current relationship with the tabloid press?
Very poor.
Very poor. You're reading stuff from the Sun and the Daily Mirror about, Prince Harry is furious or he's embarrassed or this, that, and the other. Are those reputable sources at this point, would you say?
Well, I mean, I think there was an international survey. I can't remember who it was. People who look into press freedom around the world and press standards, and they said that the Daily Mail and the Mail online website is the second least reliable source in the world.
Wow.
So the answer is no.
Right.
And when they say in those articles, a close friend says, or a palace insider,
yes,
there's no such person.
Right.
They're all entirely invented.
Right.
Well, I've always been impressed by this. You've been a long time critic of the British tabloid press, a very outspoken one, an important voice in the phone hacking scandal that brought down Rupert Murdoch's News of the World in 2011. Why was the issue so important for you to take on? Because I've heard from your own experience, these people go really far in terms of invading privacy.
Yes. Everyone thinks, oh, well, he's just bitter because he got arrested with a hooker in 1995. But actually...
I wasn't referring to that,
but you know what? Really, who hasn't? Okay.
But actually, it had nothing to do with that, because that was never uncovered by tabloids. It was the bloody police gave everyone the information. No, it's not to do with that. It was to do with newspapers need power, a lot of power, because they're really important to democracy. But, he said pompously, with power comes responsibility.
Yes.
And in Britain, it is a kind of uniquely UK problem. There's no responsibility, and these big newspaper owners, largely non-tax-paying newspaper owners, are living above the law and invading the privacy of people whose kids have been killed in a road accident or whatever to get the sensational article. And no one dares to take them on in Britain because they're so scared of them, especially the politicians. And that's why politicians really, in my country, are chosen by the press. Our Prime Minister is largely chosen by dint of how much he's sucked up to the newspaper barons. So that's what my campaign is about.
Do you think that Brexit has ruined your country?
Well, I do. He said with a smile. And actually, now the majority of Brits do as well, I think.
So maybe it'll get fixed. I hope so.
The Europeans may not want us back. They may say, well, choose one and stick to it.
It's also very pricey for them to get back into.
Yeah, but
we used to have a discount, it's true.
Yeah.
I think we've lost our discount.
I've been wrong about Meghan and Harry. They are right. There is a level of hatred reserved for her and for them that it's true. It's real. And I noticed the people that he reserves his hatred for in general are all three women. And Jeremy Clarkson is coming from a place of arrogance, but indeed experience that makes him feel that it's okay to talk about them like this. And it's not, Shane.
No, it isn't. But it's Jeremy Clarkson we're talking about. I mean, what do you expect from a pig but a grunt? Like, you know what my kids would say if they heard your argument now? They say, Jeremy Clarkson is living rent-free in your head. Like, ignore him.
I do like that expression. He's not, because I wouldn't let him in. But
you have, though.
But here's the thing.
He's
you know
jumping
what?
around your brain right now.
I have been ignoring the hatred and they are obsessed with her in the UK. They are obsessed with that woman.
Because she's taking on their tradition. The royal household.
But she was willing to embrace their tradition to start off, as she was. What has the woman done? She married their boy. She ate a few avocados. Listen, the whole thing of it, if you ask me, is really grim. It is probably racist. It is misogynistic. And I think that they're right. And I think that Harry being somehow seen as a patsy and her being blamed for all his actions is wholly wrong and a load of rubbish. I was ignoring or minimising or trivialising or indifferent to the hatred. And this level of hatred spewed from that man has made me go, do you know what? I've switched team. I'm on team Harry and Meghan.
See, I'm pretty disappointed in Meghan Markle for this. I'm not gonna lie. She's really missed a golden opportunity here. Because she just released these pictures of her kids. I mean, firstly, I cannot believe that any member of the royal family had questions about the blackness of her children. Like, are you kidding me? Are you having a laugh? Are you having a giggle? What? But more to the point, if it was me, those children would have had the slickest stitch braids known to man. I would have made sure they had, the translucent beads at the back of the braids, just to really shake some tables. Maybe I would have put them in a dashiki, but that might be a bit too much. This was a golden opportunity, man. Wasted.
Is happening to them.
Well, it's very interesting. I think it's not just them, actually. I think it's just the press is like it's going out of control.
Mm-hmm. They're terrible. Yes.
Yes. and
she's apparently in an open marriage.
Yeah, apparently, according to the British tabloids. Good for you, Alyssa.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Well, I just think that it's so good to see Harry happy. He's so happy, and she makes him happy, and that is good. Let us, I think, stop judgments on every level, everywhere. All of us, not just. Let's more kindness in schools, more kindness in general.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And when people say to me, well, what religion are you? I say kindness. Because it should be talked about much more.
Context and the thrust of the thesis is really that the monarchy represents and embodies a kind of racism in Britain. And I mean, that is true. I mean, the royal family is a family of white inherited privilege. The monarchy, is built on the profits of empire. I mean, these are the facts which perhaps people don't want to talk about. But actually, Harry and Meghan, and yes, it's celebrity. There's pictures of Archie and the kids and all of that. But actually, that all aside, there's some really quite significant broader questions and challenges to the monarchy. And so I really don't think it is necessarily that the palace so far have got off relatively scotch-free. I think in many ways that's a more corrosive and much more sustained challenge, which I think is really going to be very difficult to answer, because it questions really the purpose and the place of the monarchy in progressive British society.
Meghan Markle has the best resting bitch face, and she does not get enough credit for it. I swear to God, I think her life motto is, never let them see you sweat. So while others look pressed, she looks nonplussed, unbothered, and sanguine. I was talking to a friend of mine who lived in London, and she was trying to think of strategies to look more approachable in public. And I said, well, why don't you just try to look like Meghan Markle? Try to look like the Duchess of Sussex. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, look at her resting bitch face. It's absolutely perfect. And I noticed this because I worked on my RBF. So I noticed good and bad RBF. Now, what's funny is that my friend lives in London, and she admitted after looking at Meghan's pictures that Meghan does have great RBF, but she was like, I can't have that expression in London. They're going to call it a smirk and call me uppity. Now, my friend is a black woman, and I was like, that sounds familiar. Not everyone is good at it. Like Harry, I think he tried hair. I think she tried to help him, but no. And I think Kate was probably trying hair. Or I think this is her thinking face. But Meghan is just very good at it, even when she's really sad. Like here, I see the sadness in her eyes. But she still kept that expression. It is a skill. And I'm so glad that she does not let Saltine Island residents make her look pressed.
I'm laughing because the only way I can read this entire article is by putting "unlike William" at the end of every sentence. So, Prince Harry is still the same person, despite stepping back from royal life. It's Harry all day. He cares. Unlike William. Jordan Blair tells people you would think with his status, his head would be in the clouds. But no, he's grounded, man. His feet are on the ground, and he's ready to put that work in. Unlike William. Another quote, he cares about what it is that we are, what we're trying to do. He won't just walk in, take a picture, or sit down and do an event and go home. He wants to ask questions. He wants to feel the energy. Unlike William. And that also goes for when Prince Harry is taking his own money to donate to charity. He just donated over £1 million of his personal money. Unlike William. This entire piece shows that Harry actually cares when he shows up to put in the work, and that has been what I am not seeing from William and Kate. They don't show up, they don't put in the work, and when they get there, it doesn't really seem like they care. Unlike Harry.
Our Duchess of Sussex sat at the table and she brought the wine. On Thursday, our Duchess of Sussex attended the exclusive dinner, a seat at the table that was hosted by Emma Grede. We all know her. She has created the Aspire podcast with Emma Grede that our Duchess of Sussex was on this past June. She is also the CEO of Good American and also the co-founder of Skims. And I'm not sure if you guys know, but she is also the co-chair of the 15% Pledge. This was an initiative that happened in 2020 where they challenged retailers to provide 15% of their shelf space to Black-owned businesses. So this dinner that she held was basically an extension of that. This dinner was more than just glamour. It was about networking and building community, opening doors and helping everybody get to the next level. So Emma asked all of the guests at the dinner to make a commitment to each other. She said, if you have a door open, introduce someone. If you have space, create it for someone else. Those were the power moves that she talked about during this dinner and how she wanted everybody to commit to each other. And here is what made my heart sing and smile, is that our very own Duchess of Sussex provided the wine from her brand as ever. So that means everybody got a chance to taste the rosé and the Sauvignon Blanc. She was seated right next to Emma, not just attending, but as a supporter and a contributor. These types of moments for her just makes me smile because it shows how far she has come. We all know when she was an active member of the royal family, she had limitations. Her voice, her gifts, her brand, everything had to fit a certain mold. Now she gets to choose her trajectory. She has created her own space and now she's shining on her own terms. And you can see it in her face how happy she is. As human beings, we all deserve that. And I am so happy for her. And I know that our Prince Harry is happy as well.
The following interview with the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg took place at the U.S. Supreme Court on August 2nd, 2019. It had originally been scheduled a few weeks later, but was brought forward at her request. It was subsequently revealed that a cancerous tumor had been discovered on her pancreas.
Wow.
And 3 days after the interview, she began radiation therapy. This is one of her last interviews.
I had 2 years out of university when I was married because my husband was called into service. And during those 2 years, I became pregnant. And I worried, would I be able to manage a young child and the Harvard Law School?
Of course you would, Ruth.
So my husband's father said to me, Ruth, if you don't want to go to law school, no one will think the less of you. You have a very good reason not to enroll. But if you really want to be a lawyer, you will stop feeling sorry for yourself, you will pick yourself up, and you will find a way. And that advice, at every turn in my life, I thought, do I really want this? And if the answer is yes, you find a way.
This was inspired by Nelson Mandela, who once said,
Happy 2023, y'all. Meghan and Harry's new Netflix documentary, Live to Lead, just dropped on Netflix about very powerful activists out here in the world doing great things. And it's pretty fantastic. And it's so great to see these two out here doing the good work.
Whether or not you like Meghan Markle, you should be very concerned as a woman that a man was allowed to write an article over the weekend saying that he daydreams of a time when she is marched naked through the streets while people shout shame and throw excrement at her. These kinds of punishments in the old days were reserved for women who were outspoken and independent. As well as being paraded in this way, they were often waterboarded or had a contraption fitted around their heads to hold down their tongues and stop them from speaking. The fact that a man wrote this article and it was signed off and printed in a national newspaper is a sign that misogyny is alive and well. Trust me, there are many men who would happily return to a time when outspoken women were shamed into silence in this way. Please officially complain about this article.
She used in the Invictus Games? Of course I can. Let's start with September 12th, 2023. On day 3 of the Invictus Games when Meghan arrived. She wore a black dress by Banana Republic Factory, a belt by Bottega Veneta, and pumps by Aquazzura. On September 13th, 2023, on day 4 at the wheelchair basketball match, Meghan wore a white sweater blazer from J. Crew, which I believe there were so many orders for it broke J. Crew's internet. High-waisted white shorts from Staud, slingback flats from Chanel, and leaf earrings by Luna Sky. Again on September 13th, 2023. At the swimming finals later on that day, the Duchess wore black skinny jeans from Frame, a black tank, and a white blazer from Celine. On September 14th, 2023, while attending a sitting volleyball match on day 5, Meghan wore a white sweater vest from La Lignée, white jeans by Frame, and black Aquazzura flats. And later on that same day on September 14th, 2023, she changed into a fall-appropriate bronze silk blouse from Legence and slacks by Gabriella Hearst at an event for NATO veterans and their families from Italy and Netherlands. She accessorized with Miu Miu sunglasses and suede pumps by Manolo Blahnik. On September 15th, 2023, for a cycling event on day 6, she wore the Celine blazer she wore earlier that week, with a Zara jumpsuit and Yves Saint Laurent sandals. She accessorized with sunglasses by Crew and earrings by Bottega Veneta. Later on that same day on September 15th, 2023, for the sitting volleyball finals, Meghan wore a navy belted shirt dress by Carolina Herrera. And again on September 15th, 2023, Meghan wore a gray sleeveless dress by Toteme and pumps by Dior to the True Patriot Love reception at the Hilton on day 6. On September 16th, 2023, at the swimming medal ceremony on day 7, the Duchess wore a cream trench coat and matching pants by Cuyana and heels by Aquazzura. And on September 16th, 2023, at the closing ceremony of the Invictus Games, Meghan wore a teal strapless dress by Cult Gaia, Aquazzura pumps, and Kimara diamond hoop earrings. But can we also take a moment to appreciate how good Harry looks? He is looking hot in that all-black outfit. They are such a stylish, gorgeous, kind couple. And I wish them the best and happiest life.
But I think it's absolutely true that she got absolutely an unfair treatment by the press compared to Kate. I mean, Kate was never accused of, causing drought and murder in Mexico because she liked avocados. So I think she's making a general point. That's the Mail. That was the Mail. I think it's the Mail, not the Mail on Sunday. Is Meghan's favourite snack fueling drought and murder? The Mail also said, in the early days, Harry's girl is straight out of Compton. I think the point she's making, and she talks about this in her interview, the point she's making is that she did feel she got unfair treatment. OK, she might be a slight exaggeration that the Pats are out there outside every day, but it's like saying there's lots of traffic in London. I don't mean there's traffic every day, but there's traffic Sunday. So look, but the point is, I think she was treated unfairly by the press. The fact that she's done this interview, she's ended on the front of the Daily Mail, but the Daily Mail is saying, I wish she'd go away.
She's
quite interesting.
She's ended up on many front pages. Look, I think it's, if you read that interview beginning to end, I think it's a bit weird. Who buys an £11 million house having only looked around the garden?
It was the palm trees.
The palm trees she saw.
Palm trees. That's why, can I just say, but when they looked round the house, they spotted 2 palm trees joined together. Harry said, my love, it's us. When Archie goes past them, he says, hi, Mama, hi, Papa. I mean, who couldn't fail to be moved?
And so
hard-hearted Andrew Pierce is not moved by
Jackie,
this.
would you walk round a house and just look at the garden and buy it, particularly when it costs £10.5 million?
No, and I wouldn't buy a house worth
That's not true, because they said when they started looking for property, this property kept on coming up, and they avoided it, and eventually they went to see it.
I always think about that version of me who there might be a brand or a person that you look up to and you want to have a piece of what they're sharing in the world. And that can't be something that is out of price range. That can't be something that is so aspirational, you're never going to be able to afford it. So there is something I think really important in that the first hero product was this $9 jar of jam, which my 15-year-old self would have been able to buy. And then after you finish the jam, you could use that to put your flowers in it, little jar, or your pens on your desk. And I like the idea of having something that just felt signature in that way, and keepsake packaging and affordable.
I was watching this episode of With Love, Meghan, and she's making this little dish here, this little treat. It's made out of pomegranates, and you sift it and smash it and then spread it and put it in the oven. And this guest, Chef Samin Nasrat, I think is her name, and she's Persian. First of all, I didn't know Persians rock afros like that. Like, that afro is on point. But this is another one of the cases where Meghan made something from her guest culture, and she said, I've never even made that. Now, she was born and raised in San Diego. Her family left Iran in the 60s, and she's an award-winning author and chef. And I think she has a Netflix show as well. But something that I really loved about this episode, and this is a recurring theme through Meghan's show, is that she brings on the people from different cultures, right? So Chef Samin is Persian. She's had Tan, who's Indian. She had, last season, local guy in LA, a Korean guy, and they're bonding and talking about food and everything. And now I know Meghan has traveled the world and things like that, but it is just something to see women of color bonding. Like, there's something really cool about that. And you know what? Like, a lot of people don't remember this, but I remember this. When the Ayatollah took over Iran, right, in the 60s, or in the 70s, I mean, and when they held those hostages, right, 313 days or something like that, and, it was a big deal, at the time, and finally the hostages got released. Carter tried to get them home, and then, anyway, all that stuff happened, and they got home when Reagan was president. So shenanigans, but that's not what this is about. What it's about is the black people who worked in the U.S. Embassy there. The Iranians said early after they took over the embassy, they said, you know what? Black folk, y'all can go. They let the black people go home. Like, the black people did not stay hostages in Iran for those 300 days. So I've always had a little special place because I'm like, you know what? Y'all saw us. And so I haven't forgotten that. Like, that's sort of lost in history, but look it up. That really happened. So Chef Samin here, they're bonding. They bonded over the pomegranate treat. I can't think of the name now. I tried to remember it for this video, but I forgot. But she used to have it as a child. Her grandmother used to make it. And Meghan said her grandmother used to make it. So they ate it. She loved it. And it's just another one of those moments where she found a cultural connection to share with her guests and have a lovely moment there. So I think that's episode 5 or 6. With love, Meghan.
I don't know what I'm I don't know the ropes really. William was obviously used to it, but no, I'm willing to learn quickly and work hard. And
she did really well.
Yeah.
You can see Kate there thinking, can I say I don't know what I've let myself in for? And then she sort of, no, I can't actually say that, so I don't know the ropes. She was overthinking every word that she was using through that interview. And a lot of people have commented on the difference between how relaxed Meghan was when she did her engagement with Harry and how Kate's, that was her first kind of big appearance on the public stage.
Was that our Duchess of Sussex is dropping something on As Ever on Tuesday. That's October 28th. At 9 a.m. Pacific time and 12 p.m. Eastern time. She said, let's spread some joy. So I'm like, are we getting holiday decor? Are we getting jam? Is it more wine dropping? I don't know. She did not give any clues, but I will be on that website at 11:50 a.m. Eastern time so I can make sure that I am in the queue. Duchies, squaddies, and friends, mark your calendars, set your clocks, so y'all do not miss it. I feel like I'm the only one in the whole wide world that never got any of that jam. Whatever is dropping on Tuesday, I am getting, and I hope it's some freaking jam because I'm buying it.
Somebody tell Hussein to get his ass back to Virginia. Somebody tell Barack Obama to carry his ass back to Washington, D.C. I don't give a damn. Bring Sasha, Malia, and Michelle with you. But you got to get your ass back to the damn White House, sir. We need you, bro. Somebody tell
white people, y'all have to fight this. Y'all have to fight this. Y'all can't let them do that to y'all. Like us, it's just like, whatever. This just regularly been our life. But y'all can't let them do this to y'all. Y'all are supreme. And y'all, I don't like how y'all letting them roll over on y'all like that. Y'all getting fired too. Y'all can't even say nothing either. Don't be pussy.
It's going to take a while, y'all. Until you leave, it's going to be...
12-foot ladder. My lawyer, she talked about that. I'm so unhappy with that.
You need to get a new one.
Huh? I got to pay her like $3,000 if I want a new lawyer. This is my contract. I pay her a rate of $500 per hour. She says she was like $4 or $5 on my case already.
And she's going to take that off when you get your sale. That's how the show takes payment.
I've never been through this before.
No. I'm telling you, I've been through it twice.
Yeah?
Dan, yeah.
Right there behind that lady.
What's that, Dad?
It's got a little bit of a kick.
Well, it looks like it. It looks good. Hey, Devin.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
I got you on camera.
What are you doing? Get me on camera.
Down here, you can sit down.
Huh?
So he's
got Dan on the phone.
I don't know what to do.
On this one?
And then I try to educate myself.
Oh, where are the candies?
What candy?
On my own.
Like this one.
But it's just a bunch
They're all over in the trunk of treat.
Like those ones? So just go there and ask for candy?
Yeah, go there and ask for
doing my own divorce, and then it's still messy.
I'm gonna go get some candy.
Piece of paper. I'm divorced, but
so we got candies around here. Let's see where I can. You got some candies?
I do got some candies.
Trick or treats?
Where's Dan at?
He's. Let me. And my husband. We need candies. 2. Please. Or maybe 4. Or 5. Ah!
Need some chocolate?
Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Ah! I'm looking for candy for me and Dan. 2 candies, please.
There's no candy in there. There's candy in here. want some candy?
Yes, please. How about the pens? Are we getting some pens too? Thank you. Are we getting pens too?
Do you need a bag? Candy.
Yes, I do.
Do you guys have a bag for candy?
You
guys
need
have
one?
No, we're split that one.
It's that one?
Thanks for
Can I have a pen?
Well, it depends how you're not giving those to us.
Whatever color.
One.
Do you just want to cast your vote?
Thank you.
Where's Dan at?
He didn't tell you what happened?
No. Yes, sir.
I'm walking.
Okay, find your number.
Yeah.
I'm number 10.
I'm number 12.
Actually, I'm 11.
Oh, you 11? Okay. Oh, I'll be number 10.
Number 3.
Oh, God, again. That is terrible. That is terrible. Number 3? Oh, gosh. I was just number 3. Somebody tricked me. How you doing? What's your name?
Hi,
Monique?
Harmony.
Oh, Harmony. Nice to meet you, Harmony. I'm Miss Rose. Hi. Yeah.
Want to play? Come right here.
Let it tail. Let it shrivel. Oh, Maya. Let it fly. Let it I'm gonna strangle you, throw you in a river, wrap alive you, and drown you, and then wrap alive you.
This thing is going to take forever. This is going to take forever to get this cake. But I don't mind. I'm just going to wait.
Is that the Wansler? That's the Wansler. Aren't you bad? Aren't you not friends with him?
Are you guys tired yet? No?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Walk.
Yeah, go faster. Where you go? You got a cake. Let's go.
We haven't even gotten cake. We're just walking. We're just getting numbers.